the strength of technology and the social media platforms, I don't see any difference between a youngster from India or a youngster from Sweden. Also, the big potential that India had played, where we have a lot of competence in our taking the first wave to see what is the possibilities of me being born and raised in Sweden. For me, I came to a town, a city called Bangalore 20 years ago, and today it's
Hello all, welcome to Pro Impact, your gateway to the world of artificial intelligence where innovation meets imagination. Join us on a journey through cutting-edge developments, ethical considerations, and profound impact AI is having on our lives. I'm your host Bhavna, and each episode will unravel the mysteries of machine learning, delve into the last breakthroughs in AI research, and explore how AI is reshaping the industries from healthcare to finance, from entertainment to transportation. Together, let's decode the language of algorithms, demystify the power of neural networks, and envision the possibilities of a world driven by artificial intelligence. So plug in your neural networks, boot up your curiosity, and let's embark on this AI adventure together, right here on the Pro Impact. Today with us, we have Mr. Pavel Siddique. Pavel here is esteemed CEO and co-founder of Indpro, a leading technology solutions provider specializing in innovative AI-driven products and services. With a visionary approach and passion for cutting-edge technology, Pavel has been instrumental in steering Indpro towards remarkable growth and success in the highly competitive tech industry, boosting a legacy for over 20 years. Welcome to the show, Pavel.
Thank you so much.
So, Pavel, tell us, what is the story behind Indpro? I mean, how did you come up with the idea of Indpro?
So, since we have 20 years of experience, when we came up with the idea, internet was not that established yet. So we realized that, like any manufacturing, we will have designs and innovations from other countries, and we saw also the big potential that India had played, where we have a lot of competent engineers that could actually make those solutions available and make it real. So that's how we came up with it, and with that idea we took off. From me being born and raised in Sweden, for me I came to a town, a city called Bangalore 20 years ago, and today it's a huge difference. But that's how it took off.
Yeah, indeed it is. So I did some research on you and found out that you are very passionate about music. Why did you not choose the career in music? I mean, why become a businessman when you had craze in music?
Yeah, I had craze and I still have craze in music, and I think again coming to AI, it's making people like me to start to dream again about making music and so on. I was more since childhood into hip hop. Like in the beginning of the 80s when it was still underground. So from that I used to, in my student apartment, I used to mix beats from Indian flutes together with hip-hop beats. So some of the friends used to use it in their samplings, but that was it. And then life became more serious. I was also studying deeper educations in nuclears and so on. So even though music have always been a part of me, I think the quantum physics have been more interesting for me end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, as we have seen you, you're very cool and enthusiastic CEO so far. So, how do you manage your work-life balance? Because of all this stress and pressure on you, how do you manage it?
No, I think I have my priorities right. I believe I obviously need to have something to do. And the business is something that I'm very passionate about. So I don't see hours as work, I see it in some kind of a hobby that I'm doing. Apart from that, I have a family that I need to be close to. It's very important for me to spend time with all of my children and with my wife, with my parents, with my friends, because that's life somehow. Then, of course, I need to push extra hours and maybe, I meditate quite a lot. So I think I sleep lesser and meditate more. So I optimize the times much more by doing that. But I balance my work life, including these ancient traditions of meditations and the spiritual lines in it as well, where I see somehow the whole life as a game. And my role is to play the utmost, the best I can, but it's still a game, right? So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose the game. But if you see it like that, then you don't become a product of the game itself. You're just watching the game and play it as good as you can when you're playing it. And I think that has helped me a lot to distance myself from the things that I'm doing. When I'm indulged in it completely, but when I'm not there, then I see it from a distance. Not that I'm going up and down in my emotions together with the business. Because sometimes you have very good news. And previously, 20 years ago, I used to jump over it. Jump about it and become very, very happy. And sometimes you lose. And I used to be very sad and emotional about it. But with training, and especially both the yogic and mystical trainings that I indulged in, I think I'm being able to separate the two things. That how I act, I need to act as my best, but then it's only a game end of the day. So the result, if I play good, the results will be good. But sometimes you lose a game as well, and it's not end of the world.
Yeah, there are ups and downs, and it's very hard to train yourself to be the best you are. Yeah. So, as Indpro has two branches, and one in Sweden and of course one in India, how do you manage, as they're in two different locations and the culture is totally different and the employees you get are totally different? How do you handle it? What are the challenges?
Yes, so previously, if you see previous generations, it was much more harder to handle because the differences between, say, Western culture and Sweden being in the pedestal of it, a very innovative, design-heavy country, and you have a complete heterogeneous market in India with people from different cultures, different languages. Okay, so it was difficult to manage both of them. So you need to have some kind of a bridging in between. So that was before. Now, with the strength of technology and the social media platforms, I don't see any difference between a youngster from India or a youngster from Sweden. And also, having that said, I think India has a lot of things to give. People are really hungry in the sense for knowledge and for the latest things and for the latest technologies, and it's a steam market. It's a booming place. I would say any day that I would not change anything. I would invest every penny I have into India because I believe in the market so much. And I can see how it projects on the youngsters, where I see much more well-educated youngsters in India who has the drive to do something, where maybe from being overexposed to a good life in Western countries, you see some kind of relaxation, which I don't see here. So I find it much more today, no difference, because social media, say for example, if you're into skateboarding, so a guy or a girl posts something from Los Angeles. I mean, the content reaches a skateboarder in Bangalore. The same second it reaches the neighbor of the guy in Los Angeles. Correct?
Yes.
So which means that distance has completely disappeared. So you have those tricks that the skateboarder from Los Angeles were doing is done here in Bangalore simultaneously as in Los Angeles. And that bridge, that gap of distance has just disappeared. And that gives us an edge because every technological innovation now is worldwide, spread directly. So there is no, cultural, yes, cultural differences of course, but no difference in knowledge, which is very interesting to see.
Yes. like technology has improved so much. I mean, I have to say. And so, as Indpro is an AI-driven company, how do you foresee like AI shaping your industry, and how does Indpro cooperate with that?
Yeah, I think we are just scratching on the surface when it comes to it, because obviously everything is connected, right? Now, if there would be no internet, and if there would be no internet, we couldn't have the AI tools as we are having them today. The amount of information that we are gathering with all this, and of course, the possibilities of solutions now is immense compared to just 1 year ago. So the whole game is gonna change now, because things that you were doing in one way 6 months ago, you're doing in a complete other way today. If you know your craft, if you know what you're asking for, there's so many tools coming out on a daily basis where you can be 10 times, 100 times more productive on the same tool. So suddenly you raise up to another level where your creativity becomes something else. So I think AI will definitely lead to many more possibilities today. Solutions and products that we have not seen yet. So it's difficult and hard to predict all of them, but you can at least see how it's going to change the whole market for so many industries.
And how do you think Indpro will adapt it? How do you think it is adapting the AI?
Yeah. So us being not a super large company, it has been easier for us to adapt it from day one, and also to play around with it, because there needs to be you have this machine learning data scientist people, what we thought about AI, but now you're having tools which people like me can suddenly use, right? Coming back to the music, suddenly I can again without having all this expertise of 20 past years in producing music. So it gives me new ways of looking at producing music, or producing code, or producing paragraphs for laws, which is now much more available for me. So on those information, I can obviously build other things. And for us as a smaller company, it has been, since we are early adopters into it, we are taking the first wave to see what is the possibilities out there actually, and the imagination seems to be the limit here.
I mean, did you as a kid, did you ever thought that maybe I will be one of the people who will be, promoting AI and using AI and stuff?
No, because it came from one night to another, right? I mean, it has been leap steps that have been taken in this field. So no, since I have been in the technical domain, and also from an engineering background, I have understood the complexities of algorithms and so on. I'm not even there close by to make my own algorithms, but the fact that how to use it now when you have so many tools and products on the market that can do so much for you. But no, I did not think about as a child that I would be working with AI. I was more into sustainability and this kind of green kind of thinking. That was my thing, and it still is, to be honest. And it is just ramping up that imagination that how can we get a better world when it comes to climate, how we can make solutions for utilizing lesser water, or how do these vehicles that we are using fossil for today, how can we change them to electrical vehicles and so on, and AI plays a crucial role in those data over there. So yeah, I'm still on that track somehow, but sidelined it into it.
Yeah, at last, we're all contributing to our future generations.
Exactly.
Make a better place for them to stay and easier place for them to stay in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it was so nice to have you on the show. I mean, thank you so much for coming to our show and having this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did. Don't forget to hit that follow button so you never miss an update. We are here to help you enhance your business skills and stay ahead in the game with every episode. Share your thoughts, spread the word, and get ready for more exciting and valuable content coming your way. Stay curious, stay ambitious, and keep pushing those boundaries. Until next time, keep striving for greatness. Stay tuned at